Welcome back another episode of the Weekend High Podcast, coming back to you from Thanksgiving holiday, man. I hope everybody's Thanksgiving was good. Hope you got to visit with your family. That's what it's really about. With us, it's visiting with the family, or even if you didn't get to visit with them, reach out to them, call them, because a lot of times we get busy. You ain't be having time for calls. You be so mentally tired nowadays from working and things like that. So, shout out to everybody. Hopefully, you had a good Thanksgiving holidays. Your man KZ and hey, your man Big Swag. Hey, Swag, how was your Thanksgiving? Let everybody
Man,
know.
mine was good, man. Wasn't no shade behind the food. It was all gravy. Nah, man, but everybody was on time. We ate relatively early, which is about 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
so we always eat late, man. We always make plans on eating around 6. Always be a 7:30 or 8 o'clock deal. It was 10 a couple years ago.
You said it wasn't no food shade this year.
Yeah, man, man. Me and my little brother got this thing called Mac Wars that everybody names it.
Mac Wars,
Yeah, because
macaroni and cheese wars and shit.
yeah, macaroni and cheese wars. Yeah, like okay, so like when I went to dispatch at Frontier, I sat next to somebody that was going to culinary school, and they gave me a macaroni and cheese recipe. I tried it out, and it was good. But my brother used to hate on me and said it was Paula Deen mac and cheese because it had breadcrumbs.
Oh hell no, man!
So I developed. I know, man. I got
I would
shamed
say you
out.
get your ass thrown up out of a
Oh man,
Black
I got
Thanksgiving.
shamed out the kitchen with the breadcrumbs, man. Hey,
No,
no.
man.
So what I did, I went back to the bridge and I went to the woodshed and came up with my own macaroni and cheese made the way we know with the roux.
Okay, all right, man. I was saying,
Ooh, you was tight over there. He like, ooh, let
he
me
the
find
turn, he the
out.
turn with on us. But yeah, man, welcome back. Glad to see y'all again. Don't forget, rally for reparations always. You know what I'm saying? Keep the pressure on them about our reparations. You still get one of these T-shirts, and actually, they are promoting the new Black holiday, which is a Say. And you can get your Reticence show. It is at reticence.com, I believe. Um, so basically, it's on December 24th, and I think the component of it is going to be a Black American holiday where we gift each other books, which I think is great. We gift each other books of knowledge or whatever type of book you want to give somebody. What do you think about that holiday, brother? How does that?
Hey, that's lit and it's uplifting. You know what I'm saying? And we get it off too, so that's good.
Yeah, I think that's a good holiday. Reason being is because a lot of times we don't really celebrate Kwanzaa. Most people don't even celebrate Kwanzaa, and then the person who actually made Kwanzaa, your boy, well, I don't know why I'm forgetting his name now. All of a sudden, Karanga. Karanga, he has some, what I'm saying, he got some, let's say, allegedly oppish behavior, or it's
Oh,
some.
really?
Well, yeah, if you look up, there's some things you can dig up if you go to Google on him. But there and there's some really bad stuff too. Well,
Oh,
at least
really?
in my opinion.
Like CD
Um,
stuff?
right, but it's still something we really don't really. Most people, Black people, don't even celebrate. We still go by the normal traditional North American holiday of Christmas. But I
Yeah.
do think this Aratsa, which means arise. In Tut language. That's what it says. I
Yeah.
think it's something we could build on. I think something, and I think it's some. Even if you celebrate your normal Christmas, I think the idea to gift each other books,
Yeah, literature, man. That's where it's at. Information.
knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Never
But
squander a chance to some free information, man.
oh heck yeah, definitely, never squander a chance for some free info, y'all. But we're gonna get right into it. I gotta take my glasses off now, so I feel like eyes get small and stuff. You know how they say people with glasses, eyes get small. Be like, put your glasses back on. Okay. But we're gonna get right into it, man. The news has been crazy going in over the holidays.
Man.
Um crazy stuff going on. One of the big things I heard one of the big things we've heard, I know you might have heard this too, but some numbers came out. Actually, some numbers came out about the Jew. I mean, not about the
You
Verizium,
know what I mean?
the Namin. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And there's some new recent numbers that point out that basically, um, that basically oh my bad. This look like look. I got this picture. This is like Chris, right, brother Briss, right here. I swear this look like him, man. I don't know what news
Brother
service.
Briz making an appearance on the
Yeah, I
podcast.
think this is his picture. I was online. I was like, I'm gonna get this picture. This look like brother Briss all day right here, don't it? You know what I'm saying?
Christopher.
But it's some kind of alarming numbers that are saying that there are more vaccinated people dying of the you know what I'm saying, of the Namin
You know what I mean?
than it is people,
Understand
you know,
me?
than it is people who are unjuiced. So the juiced,
Oh, you better be careful.
so the Jews, so the juiced are basically kind of being looked at as the problem now.
They say the spite.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the juiced, you know, that's crazy. The juiced people are the ones, because once again, when this was all happening, you know, the turnaround time was, you know what I'm saying, faster than you could probably grow a plant. You know, we know what kind of plant I'm talking about. It's, you know what I'm saying, the turnaround time for the juice was really fairly fast. And then they didn't know the long-term effects and side effects of it. But some people were signing up left and right, you know, depending on, I'm not blaming you, your stance at that time, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, me personally, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I'm unjuiced. But now they're finding that the people are passing out. You know, some reports allegedly of people passing out. I mean, basically, you can go to Google. There's actually a documentary I sent you today. It's called "Died Suddenly" or "Suddenly Died Suddenly,"
Mm-hmm.
and it talks about that in this documentary. And basically, when you look at the documentary and you see this information that they got, and then you see all these people who died suddenly, it's like, damn, it's kind of alarming. So now, like I said, they're actually coming out. CDC did the numbers. Well, actually, these numbers were actually reported by I think the Washington Post. But it says for the first time, the majority of people dying from the juice in America have been juice from the non-mean they've been juiced. We can no longer say this is a pandemic of the unjuiced.
Yeah.
Uh, People have been juiced or boosted,
Spite.
made up to 58% of you know what I'm saying, the non-mean deaths in August. The analysis showed the rate has been on this rise. 23% of the you know, the non-mean deaths were among juiced people in September 2021. The juice made up 40%, 42% of the deaths in January and February of this year. So basically, now you're starting to see, and then there's been young people too having heart attacks and passing out and all kind of stuff. Um, I mean, it's just crazy to me that they release this. Because look, I was talking to my old man, you know what I'm saying, and you know when you talk to your old man, uh, these older niggas, they from a different time. So he's like,
Yeah, different generations.
he said, now the problem is people ain't getting it. See, because you know he don't know this information. He said the problem is people who causing this people who ain't juiced. I said no, pops,
You
nah.
say buying all the way in.
Yeah, he didn't. You know what I'm saying? He don't know, man. He didn't get bought all the way into it. But what's your opinion? What's your take on seeing the
Man,
numbers?
you
Like
know,
this is something that's been speculated and and this has actually been a tinfoil kufi type of subject.
uh-oh,
You know what I'm saying?
not the
But with now
TMZ.
seeing the numbers from reputable sources like WebMD and Kaiser, you know, Kaiser
Yeah,
Permanente.
yeah. The receipts are starting to come out now. I've been seeing that, and if you haven't noticed, man, a lot of these younger children, from like 14, 15, from the spike age upward, are having seizures randomly.
Right.
And I just put two and two together since we've been in here today. I know at least 3 cases in the past 2 months where people in high school just falling out convulsing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
Because they have to get it to go to school.
yeah, you're right. You're right. And it's like you're trying to damn near force them to take something, and then it could be, what I'm saying, have detrimental effects. Just like, remember we were talking about before, how you got to sign off before you take it, so you can't come back.
The waiver.
Now there's a little bit of information that that the article said, that it said people who are the greatest risk of dying from the are more likely to be juiced and boosted, such as the elderly. Now, when I told my pops that, you know what he said? He's like, shit, nigga, I'm strong. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen to me. That's the mother mug, you know what I'm saying? He said, my immune system strong enough to take it. So I ain't had no effects. I'm good.
I'm Gucci out there.
He said he go will himself. You know what I'm saying? He go will himself. He's like, don't come with me with it, brother. You know,
he's all the
I'm gonna will myself. I'm gonna will myself to it. Yeah, man. But no, man. Also, and I hate to bring this up, Brother Briss might watch this, but still, I think a part of what he's going through is because of that too. Because Brother Briss, I've never known him to be no sickly ass dude, you know what I'm saying, or nothing like that, or as long, you know what I'm saying, I've never known him to be, and all of a sudden now he has some of the signs. No, but he does. He has some of the signs exhibited. If you watch that documentary, people are exhibiting like shakes and temporary paralysis, and
Bell's palsy.
Yeah, man, and he's he was going through that before he had surgery. So I don't know how he's feeling. I mean, I've spoken to him since he's had the surgery. He said he's doing well, but I haven't asked him I've asked him if his symptoms improve. So that next episode, I'll update you guys and let you know.
Yeah, keep us in the loop, man. I talked to him about a month ago briefly.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's interesting that these numbers are out there. You know what I'm saying? So definitely be careful. I say keep your immune system strong. If you're not knowledgeable on herbs or different supplements, this is definitely the time to get updated on those things. You have your black seed oils, you have your castor oils,
elderberry,
you have the elderberry, you have your sea moss,
the halle berry,
you have your halle berries,
halle berry.
You know what I'm saying? I remember this old dude. This was like, he used to be this little old white dude. Now he was cool. This is my boy, man. I ain't gonna lie. This little dude, I'm gonna say, like, he probably had to be damn near 85. Like, if you touched him, he was like, he was up out of here, fragile, right? But he I used to work at this job, but he used to live there. And he used to try to sell that goat cheese juice. He used to come in there. He's like, kids, I'm telling you, that goat cheese. I was like, man, that goji berry, you know what I'm saying? That's like, because he was living a long time. He lived a long time. I don't know if he's still around or whatever. I don't know.
Like Willy Wonka, the snap.
This is 20, 30 years ago. But yeah, man, shout out to him, man. He was a funny little dude. He's like, that goji. So yeah, definitely get on your juicing, get on your vitamin game, hit the vitamin shop, spend $40 on your body, or 50, 60, hundreds of dollars on your body. Colon cleanses are good, especially at our age. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be at the crib, but really
on the Janet Jackson side of the game.
Really, but honestly, really, if you take that black seed oil, that pretty much does the same. Everybody takes black seed oil.
I ain't did the black seed yet. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't did the black seed. I could be on the vitamin D, vitamin C, elderberry, and then my men's multi get a lot of stuff up in there.
You need to get on that black seed oil. So definitely need to get on that, brother. Because it's good for the brothers, you know what I'm saying? It's good for it, or at least
clean my chips out.
They got some Jamaican castor oil and stuff like that. So man, you might want to get some of that.
Yeah, I'm looking into it for real.
Yeah, or the regular cat store. You know what I'm saying? We need some
Hey,
foundation.
and any of you companies that need some ad reads, count us in, man. Just get at us. Hit us in the inbox.
Oh, definitely, definitely. All the information be down below as you see. You know what I'm saying?
Light up the ticker.
But moving right along, man, moving right along. Another interesting story so that caught my eye this week. Basically, we're gonna move it right to let's go to a little bit of entertainment here. Actually, no. I'm gonna take no. We're not gonna do entertainment. I'm gonna go into this because entertainment is gonna be something we're gonna have to talk about. We're gonna move right along. We're gonna look on some more current news here. Man, this is crazy. I know. Basically, this just came out today. The Veteran Affairs has denied benefits to Black veterans at higher rates for years. A lawsuit alleges. So some of the Black veterans are getting together a lawsuit and they suing. Yale Law School's Veterans Legal Services Clinic sued in federal court on behalf of a Vietnam War veteran, alleging he was denied benefits because he was Black. So basically, basically, he couldn't obtain benefits from the Veteran Affairs, and it's been disproportionate for Black veterans. We know this because we couldn't get none of the benefits like the land, the GI Bill, and all that. We just recently got that.
Yeah.
So basically, filed in federal court. This brother named Conley Monk Jr. He claimed that Monk was repeatedly denied home loan, education, and medical benefits because he's Black. Monk is far from alone. He's a Vietnam vet, by the way, and uh, basically he's filing. Basically, that's what he's alleging right now that this is going on. Now, historically, this has been the case. This has been the case for us
So
historically
I mean, I
speaking.
mean, like, do they give us dishonorable discharges, or I mean,
No, he didn't have no dishonorable discharge. I mean, that's obvious. If you're a discharged, you're not gonna get benefits. No,
yeah,
these are.
yeah. Oh, so
Uh,
they just turned
but
it.
but for those who don't know, that's a good question. For those who don't know, because they could say, "Oh man, he probably no." No, these are guys who been discharged. They just been denied after they applied for their benefits. And they've been and this is they said it's just not him. It says the National Veterans Council for Legal Redress, of which Monk is the co-founder and director in the Black Veterans Project, said the average denial rate for disability compensation was 5.3% higher for Black veterans than their white counterparts between 2001 and 2020, and the racial disparity for average acceptance rates was even higher, which is at 6.8% difference. So
Yeah, I'm like
now,
boil over some class action action.
yeah. So the Black Veterans Foundation, fund they on top of looked at the numbers. They getting denied left and right, and that's not even a surprise to me, really, because like I said,
No.
we were denied the GI Bill for the longest. So basically, he said they failed to redress long-standing pervasive racial discrimination and desperate impacts of which they knew should have, they known. The suit reads, and also Alan Henderson, one of the Yale Law School student interns working on the case, uh, has three goals. He says obtaining reparations from Monk, getting Veterans Affairs to listen, and creating a better legal pathway for other Black veterans to get justice. So I'm all for that right there. And they need to, man. You put your life on the line. And how you gonna put your life on the line for
Yeah,
a country
you know,
that don't even
fight for
look
this
at you?
country. I mean,
Right,
you
right.
dealing with daily traumas that you'll probably likely never get over. You know what I'm saying?
You in
And
the
then
same foxhole as your counterpart, but he get 6.8% more acceptance for the benefits than you, but y'all in the same foxhole back to back in that bitch.
yeah, killing kids and families and shit.
A lot of times, shit, we be the hero. We even to save their ass. You know what I'm saying? Just like the Buffalo
That primitive
Soldiers.
fireman's carry.
Yeah. Remember in World War I, you know what I'm saying? We saved a lot of we fought the Germans off and all that kind of stuff. A lot of times we saving their ass, and then you come home thinking like, damn man, I'm gonna get something for me, defending the country or whatever, man, my patriotism, and then they tell you, nope, You come back to discrimination and then no benefits.
Have you out there on that? I have no licks.
You know. Yeah, I mean, imagine that though. Imagine, I mean, being going back in that time, and then you fight over there. You make it out of Vietnam, and then when you get back here, and they say, or World War II, you get back here, and they say, no, you can't sit in the front of this bus, Negro. Get your ass out of here. And you like, I just motherfucking,
you know what I'm saying?
you know what I'm saying?
Blood, sweat, and tears for this country. Come back to less than optimal rights. Come on.
Yeah. So I hope, me personally, I hope they get every penny they supposed to get. And
I hope they squeeze that shit to the last microorganism.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Look about that. They get denied more. That's crazy.
But like you said, it's not really a surprise.
Yeah. All right. Salute to all the black veterans out there, brothers. Out there,
all that you can be.
Moving right along, moving around here. Here's a little entertainment news. Your boy, the fruit brute, August Alsina, entanglement himself. He just came out, man, or alleged that he came out because people have been saying he didn't say the dude was his boyfriend or whatever, but you could pretty much read between the lines. I mean, take a scientist to figure this out. But reason it's interesting, or this is news, because there's nothing now. Everybody, I'm out, y'all. Hey, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's a normal thing we see. Reason this is interesting, or this is big news, is because of the whole Will Smith entanglement thing with Jada. You know what I'm saying? So now it looks kind of like, well, damn. Did Jaden hit him? Did his mama hit him? And did Will hit him? I don't know. That's what the speculation is, allegedly.
I know. Hey, word around a campfire that she done turned 3 dudes gay now.
I mean, I don't know, man. But I'm not knocking the man for who he want to, because that's who he want to be. You know what I'm saying? More power to him. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
but
I mean, that's not my preferred dish, but
not my preferred dish.
That's up to you.
More power to him, but I just think it's interesting that you know what I'm saying. It just brings a little.
Man, it's just a whole lot of trauma and just
a lot of trauma.
Bad energy over there, man.
Oh yeah, in that household, it's a lot. Man.
Yeah, man, it's like the Black Kardashians and shit.
What you said? He said the Black Kardashians. Yeah, man. That's just. I mean, I don't know, man. I will say this. You know what I'm saying? It don't bother me or nothing like that. And hey, hopefully, whatever. He want to live his life. That's cool. But I would just like to, me personally, I would like to see less of those stories. And the only reason, I don't mean that in a bad way, and I mean that don't mean I want nobody to disappear. What I want to disappear is the trauma inflicted on our black males, where they, have a lot of them. That's the reason they live that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? There are some that live it, for other reasons, but majority of it is a lot of it to do with, trauma, sexual trauma and stuff as a child and stuff like that. So I would like to see less of that, you know what I'm saying? And because that's, it's sad. We're gonna love them anyway. That's how we do in this community. We love you anyway. But
ain't nothing you can do about it.
Right. That's my, hey, that's somebody's brother, son, you know what I'm saying? Cousin. So we're gonna love you anyway. But at the same time, it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Because I was talking to somebody the other day. I was talking to a female the other day, and she said that. She said, you know what? A sister, I don't know why I said female. A sister said, you know what? She said, you see more and more of this now. She said, I've never seen, she said, she said that community has always been around. She said, but she said, now you notice, you see more of our brothers, more and more coming. She's like, it's more than normal, She's like, they've always been, that community has always been around, but it's like everybody now, like literally.
You're like, I got my car punched.
Exactly. Like, so And I said, damn, I never really thought about it like that. And I said, well, damn, that's kind of true. But hopefully, like I said, that brother finds peace, whatever he's looking for, peace, love, happiness, whatever. Hope he gets it, you know what I mean? Yeah, Jada and them, man. All right.
Man, I'm
But
telling you, unresolved issues have you doing stuff for that's totally outside the and then you come around and then you're doing it back the old way. And if not, fine. And if so, fine. It's just that trauma, man. Unresolved issues, man. That needs to be part of reparations too, man. Some mental health,
yeah,
guarantees.
yeah, unlimited counseling.
Yeah.
As part of it. But of course, y'all, because I know people be like, wait a minute. No, of course, we know the first thing, cash payments.
Yeah.
But these are addendums and
Run me
add-ons.
my munties.
These are addendums and add-ons we talk about after the cash. Like we already got paid. And this is like an addendum, unlimited counseling or, free, taxes and all this. These are addendums that we need. Then, we should get it. It ain't just that we just say we just want some shit. It's just shit. If you look at it, I mean, there's so many cases out there you could pull up that you could be like, well, damn, that is verified.
Hey, but some good news now that we mentioned, I never reported it, but Paul George set up a $3 million fund to give young black men free counseling.
That's dope.
That's dope.
Shout out to dope. That's dope.
And and Paul George, he's one of the first players really talking about that mental health stuff too.
And the fact that he's saying for black males, that's another thing, because a lot of times,
that's right.
We don't target a community; they'll diversity or POC they'll POC it or diversity it. But
he's a person of color guy.
Yeah, shout out to brother, what I'm saying, Paul George.
PG-13.
But interesting, we was talking about that, man. Now this is one of the interesting topics that one of the controversial topics. Well, I say that one to the end, but we're gonna go to this. We're gonna move on to sports. Your boy Jerry Jones and Stephen A. Recently, as you know what I'm saying, there was a picture that came up of Jerry Jones from back in the 50s or 60s. It was a picture of a white crowd of students trying to stop a couple black students from entering in the segregation era. And there's a picture of Jerry Jones in that mob looking on, or he with the crowd.
That was the infamous Arkansas incident.
Yeah. He with the mob. Now he claims that he was just a curious onlooker. He just wanted to know what's going on over here. What they doing?
He was at least in the club, you know what I mean?
What they doing?
He said, what's going on around?
What's going on over there? Shoot, what the niggers doing up here? Anyway, no, I'm playing. So he claims he was just a curious onlooker, you know what I'm saying? Now his facial expression on the picture is of like how I'm acting, he look all but that don't mean nothing, because it's a picture, it's a clip in time. Like, you could put it this way, you could take a picture of a whole conversation. Like if you got one of those speed cameras that goes, and I could take a part of that conversation where you look like you happy and say, hey, you just on there like this. You're like, no, that ain't the problem. I'm not happy. Shit, they caught me. But what I'm saying is, I don't think he was just a curious onlooker, because you got to look at the times. He knew what the hell was going on in them times.
He was a kid, man. Kids look old back then.
You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like today. If you get a kid who's 14, 15 years old, he might not know everything that's going on in politics, but he knows what's going on.
You know the difference between right and wrong,
He knows what's going on out here. Right, exactly. So I don't, with Stephen A., he's putting on the cape for him and say he was only 14, 15 years old.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you didn't see that.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I should play it. I should have had it loaded up to play it. He said, why would you bring up something from so long? It was so long ago. and he was only 14 to 15 years old. Now, as black people know, that usually we don't have those kind of rules because Bill Cosby, they went on some he say
Yeah,
she say
they
from
went
50
back to
years
the
ago.
old Dusty for this.
Then look, then when you want to talk about 14, 15 years old and act like he's a child, the funny thing about it is, to our counterparts, when they're whatever age it is, they like to babyfy them. Like, oh, he was only. But when it come to us, Trayvon Martin, who's 17, oh, that big black. You know what I'm saying? He looks at it, they look at him as an adult. Tamir Rice, he was 12 years old. He got blown away. He had a toy gun. You know what I'm saying? He was 12. Emmett Till, he was 14. You know what I'm saying? So Stephen A, for him to coon, I'm gonna say that. Yep, I did say that. For him to coon and sit there, put on the
I
cape,
said what I said.
and put on the cape and say he was only 14. I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Because of course at 14, 15, you're not an adult, but at the same time, it's not like you like 5 years old. Like where you 14, 15 years old, generally you're at least a freshman in high school. Oh no, they say he was 15. He's a sophomore. So he was a sophomore in high school. So he know what the hell. I mean, most sophomores in high school, your high school years, you know what the hell going on in the world, especially something big as like segregation. Think about that. At that time, I think every white and black person knew about segregation or know the shit was going
Yeah,
on.
because colors weren't allowed to come in the front doors.
I mean, yeah, it's big ass signs on the doors.
Yeah, it's
So
Miss Jane Pittman and shit.
I mean, and then you have to look at his deeds he's done as an adult too, which basically, my boy, but no, none of my boys on my team better than
He
him.
said my boys be standing there toes to the line. I remember that shit.
Hell yeah. And then his history.
Man, that was nasty right there.
Also, his history of not hiring any black coaches for head coaches or assistant jobs. He has a history with that. That's been documented. This is nothing new. You know what I'm saying? Or, I mean, he's just, and there are people who, there are brothers and sisters I've seen on social media that are from Texas that have said, every black person in Texas knows Jerry Jones racist as hell. This ain't new.
Yeah. Hey man, hey, some of his former players though swear by him though.
Well, you know what? I mean, of course, a player goes swear by you. Go swear by anybody. Somebody giving you some money. You know what I'm saying?
Millions of
dollars. Yeah, I mean, he giving you millions of dollars. Just, I'm a, hey, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I'm a dig. I'm gonna go to my guy AB. One thing AB said that I do like. Even though people think AB crazy, he do some crazy stuff. But I'm gonna say, even look, as they say, even a drunk man can give you some wisdom sometimes. So let me tell you this. Because what AB say, he said Tom Brady was never really my friend. He's only my friend because I could play football. Facts. You know what I'm saying? If he wasn't playing football, Tom Brady wouldn't let his ass live in his damn house. I'm sure he ain't got a bunch of brothers living in his house and stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, miss me with all that, because they you right, brother Swag. What they said, you say they will. What? Because that's what Stephen A. said. He said, "I know plenty of cowboys that swear by Jerry Jones." And of course, he paying the millions of dollars. Here's $1 million, nigger dance. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. Like, you can't really say that because it's a transactional relationship. You know what I'm saying? You pay me, I play football.
That I give you.
It's employer and employee. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, if my employee was paying me $20 million a year, of course I'm going to say, "Oh man, I love him. He'll never do nothing." I mean, because he ain't doing nothing to you; he paying you. But yeah, man. I think this dude has a checkered past. I do think he has. I mean, he 80 years old. He come from that era, so I mean, you know what I'm saying. Think about this. Some of the other people on that picture are still alive too. You know what I'm saying, somewhere, and they could be judges, lawyers, doctors. You know what I'm saying, harboring these feelings, and you know what I'm saying. So, what you think about it, man?
Man, I see that picture. I got to send it. I sent it to a couple people. It's like, what are your thoughts, especially my Cowboys fans? Like, yeah, but yeah, man. See, man, I can't get past what he was saying during the Kaepernick debacle when he said that next season he said my boys be out there standing toes to the line. We won't be kneeling for the national anthem. That's not the time for that. Something along that. But the key word was what he said was boys, toes to the line. You know what I'm saying? That's just not a good connotation, man. I mean, but it was all about money for him, probably, for him saying that, you know what I'm saying? But still, man, that shit got to come from somewhere.
Now I have is Stephen A. Caping talking about, so we got to stop this cancel culture. Now the funny part about it was when Bill Cosby was going through his thing, you didn't say nothing. When Trayvon Martin family was going through their thing, you didn't say nothing. When Ahmaud Arbery was going through his thing, you didn't say nothing. But then the first person, soon as somebody say something, now soon as somebody says something about anti-Semitism, you drill Kyrie about that, and you drilled him about the vaccine. Remember that? He was doing segments every day about that. I mean, that juice thing.
He was cooking him.
I mean, so this is clear. You got to be clear that Stephen A is you know what I'm saying, this is not all non-FBAs, because there's some non-FBAs that's solid, but he is non-FBA on the side, non-FBA side.
Oh, for he non?
Yeah, he's Virgin Islands.
Oh.
So he's a Caribbean.
Oh, that's why you said my forehead. Hey. Oh, you rat bastard.
Luxurious FBA.
Hey, he twisted the jab, man.
Well, yeah, man. But I mean, that don't mean nothing just because, I mean, you know what I'm saying? But as we know, majority of them have that kind of sentiment, but there are a lot of solid, of us in the diaspora, some solid brothers. I met some solid brothers in the diaspora. So it ain't all of them, but I'm just saying, I'm just pointing that out. You know what I'm saying? Because usually when you hear those kind of remarks, they usually be somebody who, you know what I'm saying, is not a foundation.
Oh, he was Queens. Okay.
But not all the time, because not all of them. I don't want none of them be mad at me, because there's some riders in the diaspora. So we with y'all. But yeah, man, it's just, cooning and caping and cooning, you know what I'm saying? It's funny, nobody even on the Cowboys tried to run to his defense like that, but Stephen A was, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
I ain't hear Pac-Man Jones standing up and shit.
Pac-Man need all the help he can get. He probably, you know what I'm saying? Like when people do stuff for you or some money or like, hey, look, man, don't worry about it. I got you. That make you feel some type of way because you like, I'm gonna stand up for them. You know what I'm saying? But see, that's what a lot of people don't do. When people think of when they put on the cape for somebody, the relationship is generally based off transaction, something they done. You know what I'm saying? Like put it this way: if you didn't play in the league, Jerry Jones will spit on your ass. You know what I'm saying? He don't know. Man, get the fuck off me. You know what I'm saying? He don't.
Yeah, shine my steering wheel.
I mean, yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Pardon my car. But moving right along, y'all. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Down below. Definitely, man. Now we're gonna go to a little more serious topic. I know you heard about this one. The sister here. Yeah, this one kind of, this is a sad one right here, man. But at the same time, we try to definitely cover it. Mexican prosecutors seek extradition of Shanquilla Robinson's, alleged killers, or murderers, I should say, alleged murderers. Basically, Mexican government, they got their paperwork together, and they calling for the U.S. to send the people who had something to do with that young lady's death back to Mexico to face those charges. That just came out this week. What are your thoughts on this case? What do you know about this case, and what are your feelings on it? Just before we get into that part.
I'm not too familiar. I recognize the picture.
Okay. Now, a lot of people don't know this sister. Robinson had flown to Cabo San Lucas last month with 6 of her friends for a birthday celebration on
Yeah. I remember.
October 28th. Right. She tragically never made it home. Bob, California prosecutor Daniel La Rosa, at his office has issued a warrant for a friend of Robinson. So basically, remember they had him on video fighting, like the girls was fighting and stuff, and then the dude, this I'm gonna say what they said on the 5150 show. This dude with a gay accent in the background. Yeah, that's a he had a gay accent. He said the dude in the background there was a brother in the background with a gay accent, and he was filming it. And he was saying fight back, instead of breaking it up. A lot of people are saying that the sentiment is that all of them should be charged. The girl who beat her up is responsible. The dude filming it should be charged too. So right now it looks like they're only trying to charge one of them. Everybody on the trip that has something to do with it should be charged. I don't care if if you was there, you culpable to me, because you could have stood up, you could have said stop, you could have said, all right, that's enough. You know what I'm saying? Chill out, y'all. That's enough. That's enough. Now, this is my theory. I've been kind of basing my theory off some other theories. Some other theories out there kind of, I got the same theory. So my theory is tinfoil Kofi side of the game. Is that they lured her down there, and a lot of people, this is nothing. A lot of people believe that they lured her down there to do this to her, like it was already some beef or some hatred or some some jealousy underlying, and they lured her on the trip to go down there to put the hands on her and all that, because they knew they couldn't get charged. Like if they did in the US, they knew them charges was coming, they could go to jail instantly. But I think they was thinking, oh, we in Mexico, they'll never know. You know what I'm saying?
How old were they? Or how old was she?
Now, I believe she was let's see here. She was a young sister. She was in her 30s, early 30s.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that's old enough to come up with a plan like
that. That's still young.
Yeah. Oh,
right.
See,
The mother's
compared to us, yeah.
Yeah, my Robert's mother said she had her doubts after some of those friends initially claimed her daughter had alcohol poisoning. However, a death certificate issued by Mexican officials listed the cause of death as a severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation. Another perplexing development was that the certificate stated that Robinson was found unconscious in a living room and had died about 15 minutes after she was injured. In another turn of events, it said a police report said that the doctors tried to revive her and spent 3 hours before she passed away. As investigators continued, loved ones, gathered to say their goodbyes. There's the GoFundMe for her, launched by her sisters. Got $380,000. They say her family said she was very caring, very loving person. I'm sure she was. But yeah, man, she basically, it seemed like a setup, man. Like it was some people who, was said they was her friends. They really wasn't her friends, and they got her down there and they let the jealousy out, whatever jealousy or malice they had. They got basically, they got the drink, and how they, drinking to bring it out you. So all they was already jealous of, might have already been, this is all allegedly, might have been hating on her. Actually, I'm sorry, she was 25 years old. I'm sorry, y'all, not 30. She was 25.
Still, man, when alcohol gets involved, accidents happen and people go over the line when alcohol is involved.
Yeah, but this clearly was no accident. This clearly was them jumping on her. If you see the video,
I haven't seen the video.
Yeah, the video, they just jumped on her. They just jumping her, whooping her. You know what I'm saying? So basically, like somebody jumped you. Like if you getting jumped, somebody jumped.
You said blessed into a gang and shit. I jumped in.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this is this is terrible, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't believe somebody did that. I really just can't believe somebody would do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. That one ain't sneak in on me. I really ain't for all that mayhem and violence in videos. But if one happened to cross my path and I get caught looking at it, I'll see it through. I've never even seen the actual footage of George Floyd. I was able to avoid that.
Yeah, I did. I was too. Actually, there's a minute clip that you're not seeing her pass away, of course, or nothing like that. But there's a minute clip where I will play it very fast, um, because out of respect for the family, but also, just for purposes, we want
15
we
seconds.
want to be respected. I'm sorry, y'all. It's somebody else's page, but here's a little. Oh, I thought they had the whole clip. Here we go. Let me see.
Oh
Sorry
yeah, that
about
don't
that,
look
y'all. I'm
good. That
pulling
don't look good. That don't look good.
So they fighting, as you see.
Oh yeah.
See, she on top of it. You know what I'm saying? They jump. But see, the thing
Oh
is, you can't hear. See how they got her? She
I seen
down
a
there like
note.
that.
Oh yeah, that
You
was
know what I'm
savage,
saying?
man. Oh,
Um,
oh, that's rough.
so and then that nigga with the gay accent had the nerves up there talking about some fight back, fight back. How you gonna fight back and your neck snapped? And then too, why would you sit up there and encourage that and film that shit instead of saying, hey, y'all chill out. You know what I'm saying? I can't let you do this to her. You know what I'm saying? Even if they start fighting and you didn't know it, the first thing you gonna grab the camera and just, you know what I'm saying, start talking shit, fight back. You know what
Nah,
I'm saying? So
man. Hey, that's part of what's telling you it was planned.
exactly. And so that's why I say whoever was with them in that room who didn't do nothing, they all should be charged,
Hey, you
man.
can't hit it. You just hold the phone.
Exactly. Everybody in that room should be charged because man, somebody should have stepped up. Somebody should have stepped up and said, you know what?
And so who they extradite? Well, who are they working on extraditing?
They're talking. They keeping it kind of closed. They're not letting a lot of stuff out, but it says
Yeah,
just a friend. There's a warrant issued for a friend of Robinson. That's all the reports are saying right now. They're
friend my ass.
not really giving too many details. Um, another controversy with this one has been the pictures that they've been putting out of her. They saying that they putting all these pictures. I don't know if you've been seeing the pictures, but she's taking a lot of those Instagram type pictures. Our sister, we wearing little stuff and all this and that. So they trying to characterize her or push the narrative
Oh, they
like,
try to assassinate a character now.
yeah, man. I mean, that don't really. That ain't got nothing. I mean, it don't matter if she was on Instagram butt ass naked or OnlyFans, man. You can't justify nobody sitting there whooping you, breaking your neck. You know what I'm saying? And jumping you, getting you. Basically, that's like this. Let's say let's like you going on vacation with some dudes who really ain't your homies like that. But you can feel some kind of like resentment there, but you go, yeah, man, come on down to Mexico, right? And so they know, like, okay, we get him down here. You know what I'm saying? They government, because everybody like, oh, the Mexican government, they ain't gonna do nothing. We're in a foreign country. You know what I'm saying? We're in a foreign country. Can't nothing happen to us. We could just say that she got alcohol poisoning. We could say that, you know what I'm saying? So I think this is something that they plotted, man. I don't think this is just we was on, because think about it. Who goes on vacation and start fighting? You know what I'm saying? Most people go on vacation.
Fight with the people that you living with too. I mean,
You know what I'm saying? Like, so you really got to watch who you call your friends out here, man. Like, these people, I do not believe they was her friends at all. You know what I'm saying? To do that.
man, I would.
Um,
Hey, I shouldn't say this out loud, and I'm not trying to be funny. But I wonder what kind of person she was to them people for it to get to that level.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
But yeah, man, thoughts and prayers to the family, man.
I don't know. And then, you know what? I know you're not trying to be disrespectful, but you like what was the goings on between both of them for them to want to You know what
Ooh.
I'm saying? But you know what though, man? On the flip side of that though, you and I know it don't take much for somebody to do something like that to you nowadays. It don't take much. You don't really have to do nothing to nobody. All it takes is jealousy.
Yeah.
Nowadays, look, she could have been getting more likes on Instagram than them, and they got mad. Oh, she thinks she all that now.
Ooh, you talking about feeling some kind of way.
You see what I'm saying? It don't take much for people to do something. It don't take much for people to kill your ass nowadays. Let me just be real, man. It really do not take much for people to
Hey,
get you up
hey,
off
that's
this
why.
earth.
Hey, that's why I go around this bitch living by the golden rule.
You know, hell yeah. I mean, for real. Like, you could just be like, hey man, you could correct somebody, or they doing something, or let's say they doing something near your vehicle, they parked so close, like, hey, excuse me man, can you kind of move your car? I need to move my car. You know what I'm saying? People quick to snap. In our society, we just programmed to snap so fast,
I'm
snap
about to
off.
say we ain't about 20 years
So
away from the day where you could die for stepping on the wrong person's shoe.
exactly, man. I mean, we got to get up off of that, that hot headed, especially, brothers, you know what I'm saying, as far as us, because, it affects us a lot. We got to, not saying, I ain't saying be no punk about your shit, but I'm just saying there's a difference between being punk and then being like being a man. Being a man is thinking logically, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your last resort should be trying to, take somebody up off the earth. Only in those situations should be something like they trying to harm your wife or your
Yeah,
kids,
you trying to protect your
or
offspring, you know?
exactly, or they breaking in your house. I can see them, but like luring somebody down on a vacation weekend just so you could kill them and beat them up, and what I'm saying, over, and probably when it comes out, it's probably gonna be something real dumb, real something that you gonna be like, damn, for that, so I just
Tweet.
yeah, man, just gotta be careful, man, out there who you call your friends and who you hang around, man. Just, I mean, um, fuck with those who fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And on all phases, really. You know what I'm saying? Because, and that should only be a handful of people anyway that you probably could fit in one hand. Because, and not saying that you don't have good or close associates, but you know what I'm saying. You got to know, like, especially you going on vacation, you got to know who you going on vacation with, man. For real. And then what their intentions are. But moving right along, hey, this one is crazy right here. Uh, I don't know if you heard this, but this thing here is crazy as hell.
Hey, Ben, before you move on, what's baby girl name?
Shanquilla Robinson.
Okay.
Shanquilla Robinson. She's from Charlotte, North Carolina, man. From down the road.
Oh, man.
Um, but moving right along here, man. This one got me right here. Check this out, man. Uh, these dudes here, boy, boy, boy. There is a play. There is a when it's some weird stuff. There is a white dude who's made a play about pedophiles. And the Washington Post is being scolded now, or basically being thrown through the mud, because um, they wrote a review of the play, and they said it was brilliant. They said it was brilliant. It was one of the best things. So basically, they're trying to normalize. Washington Post scolded for normalizing pedophiles and glowing review of play about sexual predators. The name play is called Downstate. Um, yeah, it's called Downstate, and this play is about, I guess, a group of pedophiles who are on like house arrest or whatever, so they gotta live together and shit. And how the play, what's fucked up about the play is how it was written. Is it's supposed to have you feeling compassion for the pedophile characters. Now,
Yeah.
the antagonist, listen to this. The antagonist, because every play has an antagonist. The antagonist is the victim. The victim one of the victims of one of these pedophiles here. Actually, let me show you which one. One of the victims of this one right here, the one in the wheelchair, comes to confront him, right, about what he did to him when he was a kid. And in the review, whoever was reviewing, from the Washington Post, said that the most annoying character in this play was the so-called victim. I said, wow.
Some underage person.
Right. So basically this play is like basically glorifying or trying to humanize pedophiles, and at the same end, and it also in turn demonizes the victims of sexual pedophilia. So in the Washington Post, being it's a big time newspaper or whatever like that, was giving this thing such brilliant reviews. So now everybody's dragging the Washington Post, like, what the hell is wrong with you? So what do you think about this? The whole concept of a play about pedophiles living together.
Man, well, I think this is really gonna be like the beginning of many, and I mean they trying more and more to normalize it with the little MAPS acronym, and I just say protect your children. I'm glad I'm close to the end of my race with it, because children they ain't my dish either, so I ain't gotta worry about them once both of my children are grown.
Yeah,
that's kind of, man. I don't know, man. I got
that will hit you kind of hard, dude. He's like,
dog, man. That dude standing
Yeah.
at the table looking like Coy Booker and shit. Man.
Yeah, so basically the Washington Post was roasted over the weekend for publishing a glowing review of a play about pedophiles that critics believe downplays sexual abuse and attempts to normalize pedophilia. The piece by Washington Post chief drama critic Peter Marks downstated a play about pedophiles is also brilliant, he said. Take a deep breath and try to ruminate calmly on position playwright Bruce Norris takes in his scintillating new play Downstate. Now, the thing about Bruce Norris, the guy who actually wrote the play, this sick ass motherfucker. I'm gonna be real, this sick ass dude. It's crazy. What's crazy about him? He wrote another play. Guess what this play was about? Gentrification of black neighborhoods. So he wrote another play, and he said, he said his inspiration for that play was A Raisin in the Sun. That a bitch. Okay. But yeah, so he's always been this controversial so-called playwright. So he makes this play and he tries to normalize. Now, to me, if you try to normalize it, I think that he probably, I'm saying allegedly, he may be into that lifestyle, because why would you write a play and try to normalize or you just doing it for the shock factor? Now, remember, there is the MAPS, which minor attractive people. They're trying to make that, and also trying to add some more letters on the LGBTQ, make that. Also, NAMBLA, the National, the National Man Boy Love Association. Yeah, so you're seeing more of these groups. You're seeing them trying to normalize this. You're seeing them trying to say, well, hey, there are people too, what I'm saying, even though they, what I'm saying, so they're under fire, for doing this. And the playwrights talking about, we in effect asked you to judge for yourself about the play. Some movie theater goers no doubt will resent that Norris chose to illuminate the delicate subject in nuanced way that doesn't jib with their own undiluted revulsion. If you suspect you are one of these people, Downstate is not for you. For many others, it will be a stunning demonstration of power of narrative art to tackle a taboo. Now, they said a taboo. I think that's more than taboo.
Nigga, that taboo is stepsister porn, nigga. That shit is just fucking foul.
Now, normalizing pedophilia has been a hot button topic in the news also amid fashion company Balenciaga. They've been apologizing after coming under fire for child abuse themed ad campaign. That was my next story. So Balenciaga is under fire. for putting these bondage kids in bondage type nasty sick ass together and stuff like that. Now honestly, man, that's why a lot of these high-end designer companies I never fuck with anyway, because they be on. Remember they did the whole thing with the blackface and stuff too. Remember the sweater, the turtleneck that came up that made you look like big fat big lips or whatever like that. Remember?
Yeah, and then the one that had the necktie that was like nooses.
Right. Yep, the neckties like nooses. So I mean, you know, I wouldn't get these
Like even HM, you know what I'm saying, with the coolest monkey in the forest or some shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you know, I stopped buying their stuff too. So the thing about it is, man, like me, when these companies do stuff like that, or people do take certain stances, I stop fucking with them. Like that dude from Taken, I ain't watched one of them motherfuckers movies ever
Oh, you
since.
ain't fuck with Liam?
Man, I ain't watched one of them motherfuckers movies in 3, 4, 5 years ever since that.
Nigga, I seen Taken. And I only seen the first one.
That's what I said. I don't fuck with Sly Stallone because there's some shit he didn't came out a couple years and been
What's
saying.
Sly do?
Oh, he using the N-word, talking all kind of crazy shit. So
no shit. Well, nigga, you go see Creed 3 because he ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, Mel Gibson. I don't fuck with him. You know why?
Gibson.
Yeah, you know, he didn't say his thing about I'm gonna let a pack of black dudes.
Oh yeah, that's the same rant as his anti-Semitism rant.
So exactly, you know, but he's still around. He still got a bank account.
Kicking chicken, nigga, kicking chicken.
You know, so as we know, it's a different set of rules for us on a lot of levels. You know, sometimes we can get, you know, justice, you know, go like it's supposed to, but I say 95% of the time we under that different set of rules, that second class citizenship that they say is done with, but you see it, even though it's just not in your face, you still see it. Like, for instance, we was just talking about the veterans not getting approved for their damn benefits in 2023.
That's systematic shit right there.
That's what I'm saying. It's still systemic. So I mean, we still under the you know what I'm saying, the umbrella of white supremacy as we know. We still under it, you know, even though they try to act like we ain't under it, but we still under it. But yeah, that's crazy, man. Balenciaga, these fashion designers, they're using, you know, kids. They see this is all the perverted stuff they want to happen. They want to normalize. You know what I'm saying? And then the funny fucked up part about it, they want to make our community the face of the shit when they do it. You know what I'm saying? That's the messed up part. That's the thing I don't like. They try to make us the face of whatever perverted shit they want to do, and then put a black face on it when it really, you know what I'm saying, it's them. Yeah, it's another thing. Our last topic for this evening, man. It's been a blast, man. These topics got me off. I'm kind of
I almost got hot behind that play.
That downstate. So yeah. So remember, because remember, this is just like when we covered slave play. Remember when they came with that slave play shit?
Oh yeah, like the Halloween outfit where the motherfucker had a sister with him. She got a noose tied around.
No. There was actually a play on Broadway called Slave Play a couple years back, and they said the same thing about it. It's brilliant. It's invigorating to see those Negroes and
it's subjugation.
The subjugation, the courage it took. You know what I'm saying? Like they talk about our history. It was nothing, man. And then you know, of course, in that it was actually called Slave Play. It was on Broadway, and of course, they had a white zaddy as the savior.
Not zaddy. I thought slave play. I thought he was talking about porn again.
No. This is real thing. This is a real thing that happened.
Hey man, hey. So let's just say, if a white girl grabbed your meat and said, "Give me some of that nigger dick," and tried to suck it, what would you do?
I'd punch that bitch dead in her throat. Punch that bitch. I'd be like, "This for Emmett, bitch." I beat it. Look, I ain't gonna do. I throat chop her ass.
Yeah, I hit her with that mushroom.
Yeah,
I'm just playing, man.
Yeah, that ain't gonna do nothing for me. Yeah, your ass.
Speed back. Look at that nigga.
Bitch be chained up like Black Snake Moan.
50 Shades of Dead in this motherfucker.
Anyway, but moving right along. Moving right along. Uh, last topic. This is gonna trip you out, man. There's some other people getting reparations, more people getting reparations, but us. Let's see here. The UN negotiators agreed to pay climate reparations to poor nations. Some middle income countries that are severely battered by any climate disasters may also receive aid. Representatives from negotiators from nearly 200 countries have reached a historic agreement to pay reparations to poor countries said to be victimized by climate change. Through proponents say more is needed to scale back fossil fuels. So basically, I'm not mad at it. I'm for anybody who's supposed to get whatever they're supposed to get.
Yeah,
Justice,
man.
you know what I'm saying?
If you find a way
But
to get it for yourself,
yeah, but I just feel like the UN could come together and do that. They come together for us too. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, y'all. Let me mute that out.
yeah, man. But man, that's crazy, man. But it's good for them that they get something for the environment. You know what I mean? And
these are mostly African countries that are supposed to be. It's sad because a lot of the, they've been taking a lot of resources and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, man. I mean, and we talk about the richest wealth of natural resources in the world, and for them to get something back for what they gave to the rest of the world, sacrificed, whether it was taken or whether they sold it. I get it.
They call it loss and damage. And so basically a lot of the oil companies and things, it says it was a big win for poor nations that have long called for money, sometimes viewed as reparations, because they are often the victims of floods, droughts, heat waves. So basically, famines and storms. Basically, I take that back. Despite having contributed little to the pollution that heats up the globe, I take that back. So no, they just getting this shit off them having natural disasters. This ain't even based off them. This is not even based off them. It's not even based off.
Boy, ain't it?
Yeah, it's popping up. Biden. But no, for real though, this is not even based off. Now that I look further, this is not even based off of other entities coming in taking any resources. This just based off them having floods and famine and whatever, and they getting it. You know what I'm saying? And think about it, they didn't have the council really didn't come together to do shit, but get them paid.
Oh, they just want to throw some tax write-up money off.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
So we definitely can use some of those tangibles. Once again, showing when they say,
hey, that sounds like a fiscal move right there.
How they always say, "Oh, we just don't have the money." They always ain't got the money for us, but everybody else, oh shit, we represent.
Hey man, I'm telling you, at the end of every year, somebody gets some money. It was Ukraine last year.
And then remember, don't forget San Francisco. Remember, if you are from that community, the fruit brute community, you can, if you're a fruit brute, you can basically get you to $100 a month.
This is crazy.
Fruit brute, yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? They still men, so they brutes, but they fruit. But just like the cereal. But fruit brute, you know what I'm saying?
Don't buy my friend.
I'm saying that out. I'm saying that out of love too, y'all. You take a joke, yeah.
You said just joking
on the fruit brute side of the game, but Corey, don't try to steal that one from me either, Corey. Fruit brute. He probably like that shit is funny.
Hey, man, you better get on 5150 tonight with that one.
Yes, I will be tuning in a little bit. Actually, he'll be coming up in a couple hours.
I'll never watch it live because it's after my bedtime.
Oh yeah, that's right. But yeah, I'll be up, staying up for the show.
Hey, man, but hey, I'm telling you, that's the first thing I watch Wednesday when I get to work. 5150. That'll get me to almost lunch, and then I'll catch Ari Spears do the podcast. It's like an hour long. It's good, and then after
good
work,
cool.
oh man, hey man, and for what Aries do, man, he good at it.
The gooey raccoon. That's what he is. The gooey raccoon.
He is a
That's what we
shit
call
talker, man. Like even all that Lizzo stuff. That is on brand for Aries Spears. I don't know how you trying to be hard on me now.
Yeah, the gooey raccoon. I'm calling Corey calling the gooey raccoon.
Hey man, you an Aries, but boy, he be
But shout
blazing.
out to the gooey raccoon, man.
Hey man, hey brother Aries, come on the show, man. Do an interview with us.
Shout out to the gooey raccoon. And then we can ask you about, like, I want to know how your feelings about the gooey raccoon, being called the gooey raccoon. But anyway, now the fruity raccoon, that's Alex Thomas, allegedly. Yeah. But the gooey raccoon is
yeah, man, give me a call. We can go have some lunch.
Oh, yeah. I ain't gonna lie, dude. I'm a 5150 fan. But that was this week's show, man. We definitely thank you for tuning in. Please leave the comments. Please leave any donations. Leave any damn thing you want. Hit that
donations.
Tune in again with us again, and we will be back once again. You know what I'm saying? Please share this. All the fruit brutes, share it with your brutes, and all our regular folks share it with your cousin. I mean, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You know that ain't regular, Nick. Anyway, but we look, we regularly love you, but you know that shit ain't regular, Nick. But anyway, our love is regular, but that shit ain't regular. But we love y'all anyway. We're gonna be back next week doing our thing. And shit, I just want to get my cabbage patch on. I don't know. Anyway, y'all, peace out. Don't forget, we're about to get these reparations. So yeah. And other than that, man, peace, man. Your boy KZ, your boy Swag. We out this bitch.
Peace.